I'm about to spin in some Falkland. I applied a little ramen. So I have some more ramen and I'm not getting bored of it, but I am curious about this fiber because I've never spun this one before. And I also have my alpaca merino in like a charcoal color. I have spun that one up and it's so soft. This is how the Falkland is spinning up. So I have some more and I'll spin another bobbin and then ply it. I'm going to apply them together. I have some projects that are still drying. So this is the second Pray For You green mitten. It's still damp, so the fibers haven't completely binded together. I really love the way that this turned out, especially the thumb. The thumb has love on it, and then the other thumb for the other mitten has not war, and I do love that one too. Love just fits perfectly there though. Then this is a horizontal tarot bag that has the Algebira pattern on it, and I use the Portuguese yarn and a hand spun yarn. I'm about to start kicking yarn for a pair of mittens for myself. So I have the Marisol Nuna and it's luxurious extra fine merino wool and mulberry silk blended with bamboo source viscose. And this is sail yarn, so there is one of the yellow in elderflower, and then in Aquarius. I did adjust the table so it would go directly towards the Amish table swift. So that's one of the colors, and I've talked about this in the past. I taped a larger cone so I could spin really large quantities. I'm honestly surprised that it's held up this long because I've only taped it once, and it's the Knitter's Pride cake winder. I love the way that the blue is when it's unraveled. I like to hold on to the yarn for tension, but you could also just let it spin on its own. The second one is finished winding, and this is the last one. I would recommend having the cake winder in a place where the yarn could be straight from the Swift, because it makes it easier and neater. I have had it in places where it was kind of like in different angles, and I had to kind of work with the yarn because sometimes it wouldn't wind consistently. And this one is finished. This is the Thunderbird Dreamcatcher. It was made and gifted by a friend of mine, and she's been a friend since I started making tarot videos. She's also a tarot reader, and she is Native American too. This is super special. I've had this for years. I stored it carefully, and I'm thinking I'm going to ship it with my Pippi spinning wheel, because I feel that at some points of the spinning wheel there are areas where I could kind of put the Dreamcatcher there and like also contain it, so there is a chance that it'll arrive safely. I had this in my car and I got it out just now. I also have something else in this container. Well, this is the Knitter's Pride container for like the blocking mats. And then this is a knitted project. I ran out of yarn for it. I used a skein, and I will get another skein at some point. It's just on a cord right now, but it is protecting 2 plates. So I got these plates because I wanted to decorate my place, and this is the this is the 1980 Arabia, Finland. I'm sorry if I'm saying that incorrectly. I may translate what's on the... oh wait. So there was a Bangmonen weeping, their Juventus swans lamented, by the dreary clumps of willow, by the tangled hedge of the cherry, moved his mouth, his beard was shaking, but his lips he did not open. So I'm not sure if it's based off of a story, but there are a series of plates. I have this one, and there are plates for different years. Then I have this one, and it is the 1988. So let me try reading it. Sorry, I try to focus and it's blurring out, but Sorry, let me try to read it. I'll just pick it up. So it says, Lumi, Panjola's old mistress, old in Gaptooth, dame of the Punja, hastened forth into the farmyard, hurried to the fence's opening, where she bent her ear to listen. So we'll look into that one too. But I hung these in my last apartment, and I really want to bring them so they were kind of like in the priority section of my stuff. And then I'll end up moving my stuff to my aunt's house because she isn't living there at the moment. And I think I might start to reorganize things and switch some stuff out. I finished the first sock, so I'm going to Kitchener stitch the toe. I have used a sock ruler in the past, but I saw where I stopped and I went by what the pattern said. So I marked that area, and I'll cast on for the next sock. I'm hoping to get it finished by the end of the year because I have had this sock since last year, but then time passed and then I wasn't in the mood to knit on it, so I wanted to work on them while I was in the mood, and I'm excited. I'm using a US 1 needle. I'm trying to be careful with it because it's such a thin wooden needle and or circular needles, so I'm going to cast on for the second one now. I'm obsessed with this 1x1 ribbing. I'm about to join in the round because I'm making the Sariola garment from the new book, Knitted Kalevala Volume 2. And I'll show the yarn in other lighting. It is one of my favorites that I've ever seen because there's so much depth to the yarn. So it's like an aquatic color, and then there's some areas where it's like a sandy looking color. I'm also about to knit in the round because I'm making this into a cardigan. This is a sweater pattern